but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W.
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Let's go now. 59, 60 yards. 59. Get it on. Yes.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On 1st and 10, Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0.
14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, Fields being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, Fields. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Seahawks 10-yard line.
59. Mike 59. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And this is complete. It's Allen. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a touchdown, Packers. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Sunday. 4 down. Check.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Great 15, great 15. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Watch the slip, watch the slip. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Other side, solid, solid. We got to get the ball, D, get the ball.
Wentz now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down good.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
25, check 25. 36, 36. Rush in, rush in. Forward, Tokyo.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, what a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here, shoot.
47's the mic. 47.
Tyson.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second and a long way to go. Wentz will set up the screen to Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here we go. 120. Man side 7.
48 the mic.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They talked about straight. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Packers 7. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they try the right side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those. Yeah,
I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. From the gun on third down. Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Sweetie! Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Look at that!
Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Check my 47. Bravo! Man, punt!
After the sack on first down, Wentz forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. Slam. No.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
There we go.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for a net.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jannard Avery able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that's going to push him back half the distance. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Kill, kill, kill. Black, black. Kill, kill. Check, 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 check.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Solid, solid. Greystone, Travis. Lane 5-3, lane 5-3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's kill, kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Off the play fake. Fields. Gets this one left side to Pettis. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
We got to get to the ball.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Fields. They'll roll him out, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
There we go. Pac man. 180.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 47.
Great 57.
Was the mic.
Full goal.
Big ad.
Hey. High 7. Here, shit.
Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Ready. Yeah, touchdown. All day, dog.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So after the INT, here's Wentz. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Wentz to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go. 180.
47. Let's go.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card.